It is fun, but it's also a learning curve. All fingers are not equal. That statement are defeating statement. Must just be the shorter one. So never say that a view. Okay. Just say that I'm going to crack it. Come what may, I'm going to blow research methods out of proportion. So I want to welcome you to the Valley of the Shadows of Research Methods. A little learning is always a dangerous thing. Drink deep, taste not the Pierian spring. There, shallow drought will intoxicate your brain, and drinking largely sobers you again. Okay. Like I said, I've already made it shorter, brief. Instead of 6 topics, I've made it 3. Okay. And basically, that's it. I've given you something regarding the entire data that we'll be using, the Burukutu Ventures. I've also told you to download the R and the R Studio. Please, if you have downloaded the R and the R Studio, just type R. If you have downloaded the R and the R Studio, just type R. I just want to be sure that some of you have done it. I don't expect all of you to have done it, but I expect some of you to have done it. And that's all I want. Oh, come on. A lot of you have done it. That is even better. Wow, this is incredible. Excellent. I love that. This is what makes me happy. Then I bring you all my love. Be of good courage. You have conquered the course. I say you have conquered the course. Don't defeat yourself. Be positive. Everything is possible. Let me know what is working, what is not working for you. Let me know. Okay? Put in the time, put in the energy. You will pass. You can pass. Okay? Anywhere is a walking distance. As long as you have the time. Sometimes it's not that the thing is the time you don't have. So make some time, a bit for it, and you will do it. Now, first, I want to tell you the difference between a research method and a research methodology. A research method is an approach. The methodology is a science. There is a science of doing things. For example, you don't just get up and become a medical doctor. You got to learn. Even the learning crowd, there's a science of doing it. That's why sometimes somebody will learn nothing. He will learn, he still doesn't understand. Somebody will learn a little, he understands. Why? Because there is a way of learning. There's a science to learning. There's a science of learning. Okay. The last time in the management science, I said that 21-day cycle. Once you can apply the 21-day cycle, I guarantee you, you will never have to struggle learning. 21 days later. Okay. You will never, ever have to struggle to learn. So the methodology is going to be part of your thesis. When you start your thesis, you write your proposals. By now, you should start thinking even about your topic. And your proposal will require you to generate an introduction. The introduction will make up your chapter 1. Within that introduction, you have gone through the whole process, haven't you? Who can tell me the first thing that comes under the introduction, which is your proposal? Who can tell me? Raise your hand. Who can tell me the first thing that goes into your proposal? The first major subheading under your proposal. What's the first thing? No. I mean, let's assume you have the topic already. So let's forget about topic. You have the topic already. Background, excellent. Aminu Bukhari, love you for that. Background. Second thing, after the background. Second thing, after the background.
Literature review.
If you don't know, write them down. It's not literature review. If you don't know, write them down. Problem statement, excellent. Problem statement, write it down, excellent. I mean, you are sweet. Okay? The guy is just on fire. Okay? So that's the second one, problem statement, which is also called research problem. It's the same thing. Sometimes it's even called gaps. Research gaps is the same thing. Okay? That is number 2. Number 3. Number 3, this is quite tricky there. Research purpose, fantastic, Anita. Research purpose, fantastic. Number 4. Some of your exam questions are around this, so that's what I'm asking. Number 4. Number 4, no, it's not research questions. Number 4, no, it's not research significance. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4. Number 4, objectives. That's it. It's research objectives. Research objective. Yeah, yeah. Write it down. Oh, wait a minute. Write it down. 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 Okay. Research objective. When I finish, I'm going to ask one of you to just say it all. Research objectives. So you have the purpose, you have the objectives. What is the difference? The purpose is the goal, is the aim. The purpose is the goal, is the aim. But objectives are parts of the purpose. So the objectives are specific. The goal or the purpose or the aim is broad. Okay. After the objective, next one. After the objectives, research questions, Anita. That's it. Questions. Research questions. Research questions. Research questions. After the research questions, what's the next one? Be careful there. This is where it gets tricky. After the questions, no, it's not methodology. After the research questions, no, it's not literature review. After the research questions, significance, that's it. Research significance. Research significance. See, follow this trajectory because there's a question on it. Okay. Research significance. Write it down. After the research significance, after the research, now you come to methodology. Okay. But actually, the best is to bring literature. Now, please note that it's actually not methodology or literature. It's actually preliminary literature review. Take note. Preliminary, because you've not actually done the full literature. You do them later. This is a proposal. So it's preliminary literature review. It's a proposed literature review. Okay. And there are two aspects of the literature. Who can tell me? There are two aspects, two major aspects of the literature. Who can give me the first one? There are two major aspects of the literature. The first one is theoretical review. What's the second one? Empirical. Now you've had lunch. You've had lunch. Okay. So you have the theoretical review and then you have the empirical review. Never forget this. Never forget this. Then you go to methodology. It's also called proposed methodology. Proposed methodology. Proposed because it might be squashed. Proposed methodology. Next one, after the research proposed methodology. After the proposed methodology. Okay. After the proposed methodology. There's one thing I'm looking for. After the proposed methodology, what is the next step? It starts with D. No, it's not discussions and findings. Okay. It starts with D. It starts with D. It starts with D. No, there's no spec. Okay. It's not data analysis because you've actually, this is the proposal. You've not done any analysis yet. So what exactly is it? It's not data analysis, but what? Research design. Data collection, yes. So simply you call it data. Everything about data. Everything about data. Whether it's data sources, data collection, data what, everything about data. Okay. And these are all inside of research design. But everything is all about data here, variables here, softwares and all of those things. Sample, all of that are here. That's where you do that. Then after that, there's one last but one. After the data, what's the next thing? After the data, before the timeline and reference, before the timeline, before the proposed timeline, there's something. No. Okay, expected results. You can't really do expected results yet. You might just conjecture, but you can't do that. Okay? It is limitation. Okay, excellent, Anita. Oh my goodness, somebody is here. Somebody has eaten. Research limitation. True. Research limitation. The order matter. The ordering matter. Research limitations. And then finally, now you can bring in the last three. Okay, what are the last three? What is the first of the last three? Okay. After the research limitation. You mentioned it already, but now it has to come. After the limitation. Or the scope. After the limitation. Timeline. Very good. Forget about findings. You've not done any research here. Okay. You've not done any research. Remember, we are talking about proposal. It's not the actual research. But before the timeline, actually, to be honest, to be honest. Okay, so this is proposal. It's not a chapter 1 exactly, because you will later convert it all to chapter 1. Okay. After the research limitation, you have timeline. Okay, and then after timeline, you have your appendices. Or you have your references and then appendices. You have your references and then appendices. Now, when you now go to your chapter 1, certain things will be dropped. For example, you don't need a timeline again, because by then you have completed. So you now have your chapter 1. You don't need timeline. You don't need other things. So you got to know the proposal. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you are doing a research, one thing that is critical is data. And the next 1 hour, everything I'm going to talk about is going to be about data, because this is quantitative research. Now, there are several kinds of data. There are different kinds of data. But before we start, what is data? In fact, what is the plural for data? You can tell me, what's the plural for data? Data. Let me see what somebody has documented there. Data, the plural is data. Sorry, what is the singular for data? Let me put it that way. What is the singular for data? Should I trick you rather? What is the singular for data? Cello. Patrick says, aha. The singular for data is also data or datum. Okay. But I just don't want you to stick to only datum, because the singular can also be data. So take note of that. So that is it. What is data? Data is a collection of observations. It's a collection of observations. Now I'm going to draw something on our screen, and I'm going to stick to that for the next couple of hours. So on your screen, I have the word data. Data. Okay. It's an element. I want you to look at me. What am I? Who am I? What am I? Who am I? On the periodic table, what am I? On the periodic table, what am I? Who am I? I am an element. I am an element. I am an element. Now, please listen. Oh, I didn't tell you. In 1 hour time, I will do a test here. The test will be marked right here. I have activated an AI system that will be marked in the Zoom here for you. And you see your results. So please take note. The test will be 6 questions. Everybody will have to answer. So if your friend is not here, tell him to join the call. Everybody will answer. This test will go into your continuous assessment. Now, everything about the test will be based on how you listen for the next 1 hour. If you listen well, you get 6/6. If you listen well, you get 6/6. The test will be done right here. And it will come from everything we are going to discuss in the next 1 hour. So please take it. All right. So back to data. What is data? Data is a collection of observation. I am an element. I'm an element. You too, you're an element. I have several attributes. Some of my attributes are my name. I also have several other attributes. Who can give me another of my attributes? Anybody. Just type or raise your hand. Just type or raise your hand. Give me as many attributes that you can tell me. One of my attributes is my name. Yes, Dinah.
Your sex.
Sex, very good. Somebody says age. Someone says height. Someone says complexion. Very good. Keep it coming. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Weight. Very good. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. You can't sleep at 3:45. Okay. My class is not a sleeping time. Race, weight, BMI, qualifications, stature. What? I didn't need stature. Okay. Be very precise. Values. See, try and be very specific and broad. Ethnicity, I love that. Blood group, I love that. Religion, I love that. Eye color, I love that. Marital status, I love that. What else? What else? What else? You got to know as many attributes. Attributes, don't say behavior. Gender is good. Nationality is good. Occupation is super. Okay. These are my attributes. Now, listen. Did you realize data is actually split into two? There are 2 kinds of data. Let me stretch this. The first is categorical data type. So there are 2 types of data. The first is categorical. categorical. The second is numerical. Now, ladies and gentlemen, did you realize that whilst you are mentioning these names, actually, some of them were categorical and some of them were numerical? Categorical means they are labels, they are letters, they are English. Numerical means they are numbers. Now, can you tell me which ones that was mentioned here that was categorical? Who can tell me? Some of the things that you mentioned some few minutes ago, some of them were categorical, some of them were numerical. Can you give me any one that was categorical? Gender was categorical. Nationality, age is not categorical. Okay, go and eat. Okay, sex is categorical. Okay, very good. What else was categorical? Ethnicity was categorical, Hannah.
Occupation.
Status was categorical. Daniel, marital status was categorical. Okay.
Occupation.
Wait, some. What's the synopsis of that? You're talking about categorical or numerical. Religion was categorical. Blood group is categorical. Eye color is categorical. Okay, very good, very good. Now let's go to numerical. What were the things that were mentioned that you would say are numerical? Okay, age is numerical, height is numerical. What else? Weight is numerical. Okay. BMI is numerical. What else? What else? You see, there are some things that are not around me. They are of me. They are not even visible. Okay, but you didn't mention them. For example, some of you mentioned educational status, marital status, ethnicity, religion. Fine, these are outside. You see, but numerical. You can mention the person's, height, age, and all of those things. Exactly, Adrian. That's good. Income. Income is also that. It's a typical example of number of children. Very good. Very good. I love that. Okay. You see, the word number of children even has the word number in front of it already. These are all numerical. Temperature. Hey, what is my temperature? Relax. So, all these two are called data types. Take note. Please draw this thing while I'm drawing because it will be part of the test we shall do very soon. All these are known as data types. If you don't understand anything so far, let me know. Data types. Okay. Now, to tell me that the data type is categorical or numerical is one thing. But I want to know the content, the informational content inside the data itself. I want to know what is in it. I want to know inside the categorical, what is in there? What is a scale of measurement? Write it down, scale. What is a level of measurement? Write it down, level. What's the scale of measurement? What's the level of measurement? What's the scale of measurement? What's the level of measurement? Categorical has got 2 levels. Numerical has got 2 levels. And that is the whole test for today. What are the levels of categorical? The first one is known as nominal. Write it down. Write it down. Nominal. 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 The second one, or the second level, is known as ordinal. 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 Very good. We're going to spend about 15 minutes on this, so pay attention there. What is the difference between, or what is the similarity between nominal and ordinal scale? Well, first of all, both of them are labels. They are names. They are English letters, or they are letters. That's the first thing. So if I write it down, both of them are labels. But there's a difference between nominal and ordinal scale. What's the difference? Well, later on, you bring that to the test. It's the fact that nominal has no intrinsic ordering. It has no meaningful ranking. It has no meaningful order of importance attached to it. For example, if you mention religion, Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Shinto, paganism, and atheism, if you mention this, there is no order of importance. Nobody can say which one is order. And ladies and gentlemen, when we say that order of importance, or anything that we're going to say today, it has to be acceptable across all time period, whether it's medieval time, Bible time, or even modern time. It must be agreeable. And there is no, it must also be agreeable across all places, not only in Africa or Asia or Europe or America. No, it has to be agreeable, acceptable across all board. So, religion is a typical example of nominal because you cannot rank it in order of importance. If you're in, India, you might say that the best one might be Buddhism, but that is because you're in India. If you're in Africa, you might say different thing. If you're in Europe, you might say different thing. Okay? So there is no ranking or order of importance when it comes to nominal. It's just labels. It's just labels. Who can give me another example of something that is nominal? Who can give me another example of something that is nominal? Blood type, very good. Anita says gender, that is also very good. Color, that is also very good. Blue, green, yellow. Okay. Somebody just said the other day that, oh, what about primary colors and secondary colors? There's still no importance. It's just primary and secondary. It's just like gender. Okay. Same thing. Oh, come on. You can't bring sex. Mommy, if we are, go and eat. Go and eat. Go and eat. Okay. You cannot talk about age here. Come on. We are talking about categorical. Sex type, yes. Whether it's straight, is you can't rank it in order of importance. Ethnic group, excellent. Okay, you can't rank them. Employment status, very good. Okay, the more you are giving these examples, the better you understand them. I mean, for you to actually mention height, Hayaputa, I don't think you have been around. I think that you have been sleeping and you just joined the chorus. Come on. We are saying nominal, categorical. Okay, very good. Now, the thing about ordinal data comes from the word order. Order, like ranking, ordering. For example, this is tricky because you got to always compare it with nominal. Both of them are labels. Both of them are labels. Suppose you mention the word. First, let me go back to the previous one. Suppose I say Kofi, Ajwa, Ama, Ya, John, Bismarck, Peter. Is that nominal or ordinal? Who can tell me? Is that nominal or ordinal? Suppose I give you this list. Is that nominal or ordinal? Derek, you have not been around. Okay? You have to open your mental gymnastics so that the test you will survive. It is nominal. You have not been around. You have not been around. Rabbi, you haven't been around. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. It's nominal. It's nominal. Frank, you're right. Okay. Dana, you're right. It's nominal. Why? Because you can't rank the order of importance. You can't say Ya is better than Peter. Peter is better than John. John is better than Kweku. No, you can't. I'll give you another one. I'll give you another one. Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, Takoradi, Sekunde. What is the scale of measurement? Is it nominal or ordinal? Is it nominal or ordinal? Is it nominal? Okay, it's nominal. You see, because I said we are going to talk about ordinal, I deliberately said this to see whether somebody is going to force and assume that, oh, then whatever I'm going to say is about. No. It is nominal. Fantastic. It's nominal. Now let's go to another one. Let's go to another one. Another one. Netflix, Amazon, Disney Plus, Hulu, DSTV. Is it nominal or ordinal? 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 It is nominal. Fantastic. It's nominal. You guys are cracking it. Let's go to another one. Professor, associate professor, lecturer, senior lecturer, TA, emeritus professor. Is it nominal or ordinal? Is it nominal or ordinal? Is it nominal or ordinal? It is ordinal. Fantastic. It's ordinal. Because even though I didn't mention them in order of which one comes first, Just by mentioning them alone, you can rearrange and order rank them. Fantastic. So what's the difference between nominal and ordinal? Ordinal, you can rank them. You can put order of importance to them. It's just that it's a Likert scale. It's just like a Likert scale. If you take something, you're doing an exam, and somebody says excellent, average, poor, is that nominal or ordinal? Excellent, average, poor, is that nominal or ordinal? Excellent, average, poor, is that nominal or is ordinal? Is ordinal, is ordinal, is ordinal, is ordinal. Can be. No, it is ordinal. Because the more you type some, the more your brain elevated muscle, okay, your medulla oblongata, your dopamine, your oxytocin, your serotonin, your endorphin, you begin to elevate your mental gymnastics to the highest apogee. Say some, type some. And that's how I do. All right, so that's how you do this. Now, even though ordinal and nominal are English, you can code them. You can code them. I'll give you an example. Let's go back to religion. Religion. You can say, let 1 be Christian, 2 be Muslim, 3 be atheism, 4 be paganism, 5 be Buddhism, 6 be Hinduism. Even though you've attached numbers to these numbers are still not meaningful. So the fact that Christian is 1 and Hinduism is 5 does not make Christianity better than Hinduism in this context. Neither does it make Hinduism better than Christianity. The numbers, even though the numbers are numbers, the numbers are coded. The numbers in themselves are not numbers, but they are used to represent something contextually. This is very important. Very, very important. So you can code categorical variables. And still, it doesn't attach order of importance to it. Some of my students are doing machine learning, and they are predicting the probability of defaulting a loan. There are some people who come and collect a loan, they have the likelihood of defaulting. Let's code that to be 1. Some people have got a probability of not defaulting. Let's code that to be 0. It doesn't mean that 1 is better than 0, 0 is better than 1. It doesn't mean anything. Kofi is 1, Ajwa is 2, Peter is 3. There is no order of importance, even though they have been coded. Do you get it? But when you go to excellent is 1, average is 2, poor is 3. Would you agree with me that in this context, the numbers are meaningful? Do you realize that? The numbers are meaningful in this context because of the context in which they are being used to code. I hope you guys understand. That's it. That's the difference between categorical and ordinal. We are done with that. There'll be a test very soon. If you don't understand something serious. Because the next time, it will be a test. Ask your question clear. Don't say come again. Come again, your own kind. Ask the question clear.
Okay, sir. So please, the last statement you made, if you can go over.
So I gave you a scenario of nominal examples where I coded them with numbers. And then I also gave you a scenario of ordinal examples where I coded them with numbers. But then I told you that the numbers for the nominal were meaningless. You can't use the numbers to rank the information I've given. But then the numbers for the ordinal, excellent, average, poor, they were meaningful. So if I tell you to select 1, you're going to select excellent. You're going to say, I like 1. And that you don't like 3, because 3 means poor. But if I have given you something like Kojo 1, Ajwa 2, Ama 3, Ya 4, and I say select 1, you can select any one. The selection will be random. You will not attach any importance to any one of them, even though I have numbered them, because the numbers are meaningless. That's nominal.
Thank you, sir.
Next question. Any question? Any question? Because we are going to numerical right now. And after talking about a numerical, the test to begin. Irene, please, it's rather the difference between nominal and ordinal types. Okay? So that's why I don't really like typing, because when you type like this, it's meaningless. The typing she's typed there is meaningless. It doesn't bring out a point. But when she talks, it might be better. All right. Let's go to numerical. The thing about numerical is that there are two types. Write it down. Write it down. Everything today's lecture is going to be interval. That's the first one. The first is interval, and the second is ratio. Well, one thing you know for sure is that both of them are numbers. Both of them are numbers. That's the first thing. They are numbers. But there's a clear difference between them. Clear. You see, the thing about interval is that it's not looking at the point estimate of the numbers. Interval is not looking at the numbers, but it's looking at the gap between the numbers. Write it down. Interval is looking at the gap between the numbers than the numbers, the gap between the numbers than the numbers, the gap between the numbers than the numbers. That's interval. I'll give you two examples. But the example is in the form of a question. Tell me, guys, and raise your hand for this, because that is a 3-mark question. What is the difference between 80 degrees and 90 degrees and 90 degrees and 100 degrees? Raise your hand. 3 marks. Class, will take note of this. Maud.
10 degrees.
Good. Everybody, you give me one answer. And Maud, you are wrong. Next person. What is the difference between 80 degrees and 90 degrees and 90 degrees and 100 degrees? Don't type this question. The answer to this. This one, you hear your voice. Irene.
Doc, please, there is a gap of 10 degrees between each number. So as it goes.
That's wrong. Next person. What is the difference between 80 degrees and 90 degrees and 90 degrees and 100 degrees? Anita.
Please, there's a degrees gap between 80 and 90, and then there's 10-degree gap between 90 and 100, and then there is 20-degree gap between 80 and 100.
That's wrong. What is the difference between 80 degrees and 90 degrees, 90 degrees and 100 degrees? Mrs. Banama.
No, please, there's no difference.
The difference is what?
0.
Excellent. 3 marks for Mrs. Banama. Classwork, document that. Have you? Classwork.
My
Yes,
name
sir.
is Joyce
Yes.
Echampon. Please, I'm renaming.
You have to rename it. Yeah. But come back. The marks is not yours yet. You have to justify what you just said for me to be sure you understood it, not lottery.
Okay, so the difference between 80 and 90 degrees is 10, and the difference between 90 and 100 is 10. So 10 and 10 is equal. There's no difference between the two differences.
That's it. So guys, those of you who were giving me elaborate answers, you could see. Okay. Knowledge is the only asset that creates and multiplies all other assets. You see, she had a knowledgeable understanding of the information. She synthesized the knowledge. She had a thesis. She did an antithesis. She combined the two into a synthesis and came out with that answer. 3 marks. I've been doing this for 14 years. Many people can't get this answer. So far, only 6 over the 14 years I've gotten the answer. Joyce, you have rank advance to the 6 people. Any part what?
That's it.
Any part what? Your brain muscles are working. The atomic particles in your left membrane of your brain are very powerful. Any part what? So, Lenjamin, watch this. You see, the sentence was not about the 80 degrees and 90 degrees and 90 degrees and 100. It wasn't about them. It wasn't about the point estimate. It was about the gap. So actually, the question was saying that what is the difference between 10 and 10? That is what the question was talking about. What is the difference between 10 and 10? Now, if I had said that, what is the difference between 10 and 10? The first person would have said, there's no difference. The thing about interval is that interval doesn't focus on the numbers, but it focuses on the gaps between the numbers. I'll give you another example. Suppose your friend comes to you after the research methods class. The whole exam is done, and the exam is reported, but it's reported in the form of a marks. Then your friend comes to you and asks you that, Adjoa, what mark did you get in research methods? And he said, I had 80%. I just started laughing at you. What? 80%? Adjoa, I had 98%. Get away. I had 98%. Now, why will you now laugh at this person who is now laughing at you? Why would you really now rather laugh at him or laughing at you? Mommy, if you are.
All of you are having A.
Exactly. So what is the focus here? What is the focus? The focus is not about the
grade.
Sorry?
So it's about the grade, getting the same grade.
It's about the gap that creates the grade. Okay. Oh, by the way, you have 2 marks for that. Okay. It is about the gap.
Thank you.
It's not about the 80 or the 98. It is about the gap. The same thing with TOEFL exam. The same thing with GRE, GMAT exams. There is a gap that you got to pass. Once you bypass that gap, 60, 600, you're done. SAT, score. Scholastic assessment test. So there are certain things in life that you got to fall within. But you see, ratio is not like that. No. Ratio is not like that. The thing about ratio is that ratio focuses on point testing. These are the 4 characteristics of ratio. 1, ratio can be ordered, can be numbered, can be counted, can be zero. Write it down. Ratio can be ordered, can be counted, can be measured, can be counted, can be numbered, can be zero. Interval cannot be zero. By the time interval becomes zero, it's already a ratio. Ratio can be zero. In fact, ratio should be zero. Ratio is the highest level of skill that one can go for. It's the highest level of measurement. It's the most powerful. It's the most objective. But one important characteristic of ratio is that it can be zero. Take note of that. Ratio can be zero. Write it down. So for the thing to be ratio, it has to be zero. Now, question, what is zero? Don't use ChatGPT. Don't use DeepSeek. Don't use Claude AI. Don't use anything, Google Scholar, nothing. Think, what is zero? Zero is the most important nothing of all something. Zero is the useless of the most important useful. You see, zero is never used. It's never considered, but it's the most considered number on the periodic table. It's a number that is used the most. It's the most significant of all numbers. You write 1 million, you have a lot of zeros. You have 1,000, you have a lot of zeros. 2,000, you have a lot of zeros. 50,000, you have a lot of zeros. 100, you have a lot of zeros. 2,000, you have a lot of zeros. 3,000, you have a lot of zeros, and all of that. We use the zeros. And yet it's nothing. And yes, It's everything. You see, definitions matter. The way you define things makes things different from the way it is supposed to be. Definitions are not jokes. Definitions matter. What is definition? Definition is your understanding of the components, the composition, the dimension, and the value of an abstract for further modification for personalized use. That is definition. So what you can define, you can modify, but what you cannot define, you'll be overwhelmed by it. There was no word called tweet. But the moment Twitter was instituted, then people started talking about Twitter. But then when Elon Musk took over Twitter and renamed it as X, do you normally now hear people talk about tweet again? Hardly. The consistency and the pronouncement is going down. Words are created by virtue of your understanding. So if you have an understanding of something, you can create a meaning for it. What is this? What is this? It's a form. That is a statutory definition, but not a functional definition. Suppose the first time you saw this, somebody is using it to hit someone and the person died. The second time you saw this, somebody is using this to hit somebody, the person died. The third time somebody is using the, what is this now?
It's a weapon.
A weapon. Definitions matter. Definitions matter. What I'm teaching you now here is not just about research method. It's also about deep things of life. The deep things of life. You see, when you have an understanding of something, the way you act towards it matter. That's why the last time I told somebody that is, have you heard of the word gun violence? Have you heard of the word gun violence? We have to stop gun violence in New York. Have you heard of the word gun violence?
Yes.
Is gun violent?
No.
Who is violent?
The
Humans.
person using it.
Person. Definitions matter. So now let's go back to ratio. For something to be ratio, it has to have zero. It must have zero in it. I'll give you an example, the easiest one. Age. Can age be zero? Who can tell me? Can age be zero? My answer? Yes. I don't even want you to think too much. Now you just have to justify for me, under what circumstance can age be zero? That's too much. Who can raise a hand and tell me? Under what circumstance can age be zero? Because age is ratio. So I need you to work with me because these are exam questions.
Which can be considered zero when you're looking at it in terms of 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and above. But then if the person is just
don't go further. Don't go further. That's wrong. Let's go to the next person. Dinah, under what circumstance can age be zero?
So I'll say it before inception.
Before what?
Inception.
Yeah. What is
Before
before? That's wrong. That's wrong. Let's go to the next person. Under what circumstances can age be zero? Maxwell in 3. Okay? Age can never be zero. You sit down there. I've already concluded the thing is zero. You are telling me it can never be zero.
So when it's measured in years and the person is a newborn baby less than
No,
1
that's
year.
wrong.
Hey.
Let's go to the next person. Please raise your hand and talk. This one I don't need typing. I need, raising of hands. Irene.
Doc, when a child is below 1 year.
That's wrong. Next person. Felicity.
Let's say a child is born today.
No, that's wrong. Aminu.
Sir, I think a child who is born today and
I can hear you, Aminu. Raise your voice, please.
Yes, sir. I said a child who is born today and dies today.
No, that's wrong. Jacob.
Starting point.
Sorry?
Starting point.
Wow, what is starting point? Like you got up now, starting point. Chief of staff. People are talking, then you say starting point. Like I should define it for myself. How can I define Benjamin?
Okay, so when the baby is in the mother's womb.
That's it. Correct answer. 2 marks. When the baby is in the womb, that is when age is 0. The womb, that 9 months is not for the baby, it's for the pregnancy. You see, that is why I wanted to give it to the lady who spoke about inception. But for you to say inception, you've not spoken because you said before inception. So before inception, the woman has nothing. There's nothing about baby. But if you had said at inception, that is different from before inception. And it's not at birth. Because, you see, some years back, when the 7th billionth child was born, a woman in California and a woman in Hawaii were fighting that they have given birth to the 7th billionth child. So they had to check the time both of them were born. They were all born at exactly the same time, seconds. So they had to split them by milliseconds. They got to know that one child was 9 milliseconds older than the other child. So age can even be 9 milliseconds. Age can be. You see, you're talking about my child is not 1 year. I have a colleague, okay, last month. He came to the office and then he was saying, oh, goodness me, I am so happy. I'm a dad. And I said, whoa, when did it happen? He says, my baby is just 4 hours old. And baby is 4 hours old. A child can, a baby can be 6 seconds old, 12 minutes old. So you don't value those ones. The way we talk is, oh, he's not even 1 year. He's not even 1 year. He's not even 1 year. So it's like when there's no 1 year, then it's like there is no age. Hey, really? No. The baby can be seconds old. Age is ratio. The next one is time. Time. Time is ratio. Who can tell me under what circumstance can time be ratio? I need your understanding because it's your understanding that will make sure you understand. Under what circumstance can time be ratio? Time. Let me give you an example. Usain Bolt runs very fast. Usain Bolt is on the track. They said, on your marks, get set. Now, at the get set, you look on the dashboard. What number is there?
0.
0.00. That's it. So time can be 0. Therefore, time. Now, income. Income can be 0. Oh, by the way, height can be 0. Weight can be 0. Because they are all when the child is in the womb. Even though you can measure the weight of the child, even though it's not precise, you can still measure the weight of the child, the height of the child a little bit, but it's not precise. But once the child is not born and age has not begun, then height and weight are all part of it. Let's go to income. Income. Who can tell me under what circumstance can income be 0? Give me a scenario where income can be 0. Dana.
So when you're not working, so you're not taking any.
When you're not working, that's even when income is not 0. The people who are not working, they chop more than the people who are working. Okay. How much money do you have on you, Dinah, right now?
100 cedis.
Right now on you, right?
Yes.
Very good. Let me ask you, another person. Isaac Ofori, how much money do you have on you right now?
I have 50 cedis.
Good. Salom, how much do you have on you right now?
Say 0. I don't have anything.
That's it. So there is a circumstance under which income can be 0. He has Zero income. But you see, you don't consider it as income because the income is what? Zero. But it is income because it is zero. That's deep. You see, before something becomes something, it was nothing before it becomes something. So you can't consider nothing as useless because nothing generates something. Do you guys understand? Okay, yeah. That's it. We are done. We finished. So you should know that ratio is very deep. Ratio doesn't deal with intervals. Ratio is a point estimate. Ratio is everything. If you have an understanding, great. If you don't have any understanding with this, this is the time to ask your question. Did it?
Good evening, sir. Sir, please, under what point will age be numerical? At what point will age be numerical?
Age is numerical because, first of all, age is a number. That's number one. Age is a number.
So, can there be a point where age can be categorical? Say it's put in range, say 1 to 15 years. Can that be
once you say 1 to 15 years, that makes age interval.
Interval.
Yeah.
Okay, but still under numerical.
Exactly.
All right, thank you.
And that's a good question because you can convert some intervals to ratio, and you can convert some ratios to interval contextually. Now, before we go to the test, we're going to do 3 questions, discussion. Each one is worth 2 marks. It's open. Anybody can raise a hand and they tell me before we do the test. So let's go and look at the questions. This question is again going to summarize everything we have done to indicate that you understand everything. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, you should be, if you have a friend, it's good because the kind of person you sit with can determine how far you will go. Okay. If you have a friend, great. If not, you have to think alone. All right. So let's go to the first question. You are going to tell me, now watch this. You're going to tell me the information I'm about to give you are statements. You're going to tell me whether it is categorical or numerical. That's the first thing. But you don't end it today. Then you go ahead and tell me whether it's nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio. Now, obviously, you should know that when it is categorical, it's nominal or ordinal. And that when it is numerical, it is ratio or interval. Under no circumstances should you ever use the word catenumerical. That one is not allowed. And under no circumstances should you say that it is nominal and numerical. But that is crossing the border. It's nominal and numerical. Because nominal can never be numerical. Or under no circumstance can you tell me that it is interval and categorical. No. So let's start with the first one. Raise your hand. Tell me the data type and then the scale of measurement with what I'm about to show you. Let's start with number 1. An opinion poll was taken, asking people which party they would vote for in the next election. What is the data type? What is the scale of measurement? Raise your hand. What is the data type? What is the scale of measurement? Franklina.
Sir, please, it is categorical and then it is nominal.
Excellent. It's categorical and nominal. No question. If you don't understand, we can explain it to you. Other than that, we are moving on. You have 2 marks. Next person. A researcher stops you on the Spintex Road and asks you to rate between 1, disagree strongly, and 5, agree strongly, your response to some opinions presented to you. What is the data type here? And what is the level of measurement? Joel.
Nominal and interval.
Again.
Nominal and interval.
Okay, that's wrong. Now, Joel, if you were with me, I would have baptized you with oil. Because I said it before that you can't say nominal and interval. I mean, look at that. Nominal interval. They have put this.
Sorry, I meant numerical and interval.
Don't sorry. It just shows the level of paying attention. That's what it simply means. Paying attention matters a lot. Cramming everything around you and paying the fullest attention with me, that's what matters. Let me go to Maxwell in 3.
Categorical and ordinal.
Categorical and ordinal. Very good. 2 marks. Let's go to the next question. Incomes of Ghanaian musicians. Incomes of Ghanaian musicians. Incomes of Ghanaian musicians. Isaac Ofori.
Numerical and ratio.
Numerical and ratio is the right answer. 2 marks. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for the test. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now, this is how we are going to do the test. There are 5 instructions for this test. Please listen carefully. And from my experience, people who don't listen carefully, they always make the mistake. So the first thing is that you're going to provide your answer to me in the chat here privately. Now, in order to be sure that you can privately send to me, okay, first of all, I'm going to say hello to the general page. Okay, and you will see my name pop in there, Dr. Kerry. Now, if you click on the bottom right or top left, depending on which device you're using, okay, you will see main chat and you see the names of all the people. And then you can select my name. Now, what I want each one of you to do is that I want you to say hi to me privately. And the moment your hi comes, is your on train or Richmond Asari, just shush and keep quiet and wait. And the moment your hi comes on the page, it means you did it wrongly. And Richard has done it wrongly because his hi has come on the page. Now, if your hi comes to me, I will not mention your name. It means you are correct. But if your hi does not come to me, but it comes on the page, I'll mention your name, which means you are wrong. So do that and make sure. So, Richard, you are wrong. You have to correct that as soon as possible. The rest of you should continue doing it. Okay, do about 3 of them so that you know that you did it enough. Anyway, 2 is okay because if you make a mistake, I'll mention. The day you've made a mistake. The moment you make a mistake, I'll mention your name. That should tell you that you're wrong. So the day you are not doing it right. If you do it consistently like this, you will not be able to get your marks. So do the right thing the day. Yes, Emmanuel. Rita, you did it wrongly. Rita, don't type in the main page. Type privately. If your message can come to me privately, I will not mention your name. Okay. If your message can come to me privately, I will not mention your name. So Rita. What is your problem? Why are you telling me to approve something? The guy is confused. So if I have not mentioned your name, it means you are doing it right. Okay. Emanuela, what's your question?
Hi, sir. I just wanted to ask you to repeat the instructions. I had a little issue, so I couldn't hear you for a minute.
But I repeated it twice again. Say a hi to me. That's it. Privately. Don't put it on the page. And the fact that I've not mentioned your name means that you've done it correctly. Okay, you're doing this for the next 20 seconds so that I know that you have the instruction. All right. And right now, I want to believe that all of you have done it correctly. If you have done it and I've never mentioned your name, it means you did it correctly. So that's the rule number 1 for the test you have. Rule number 2. Faustina Eiram, you have said hi to me wrongly, and that is not correct. Okay? So you are doing it wrongly. You have said it on the page instead of doing it privately. Geraldine is also wrong. You've done it wrongly. Geraldine, learn the proper way. In fact, In fact, when I say, let me just tell you guys something. Suppose I say, hello, I'm typing hello. Okay. You should see my type. You can see my reply and send me a private. You can just click a plus symbol attached to me, or you can just right click my name, or you will see on the right something where you can private it to me. That's the way it's supposed to be. Please don't do it on the page, on the main page, because if you do it on the main page, you get 0, all of them. Geraldine, you've done it wrongly again. Okay, so do the right thing. I'll continue to mention it when you do it wrongly so that you do it right. Number 2, when you are to answer, you are going to type an answer like this. And ladies and gentlemen, typos will be penalized. So if it is numerical and ratio, just type it like I've done, numerical and ratio. I've put it in the main page. Geraldine, you are still making a mistake. If it is numerical and interval, just type it as numerical and interval, just like the example I've just posted. Don't make a typo. Typo is not allowed. So take your time and type the right thing. Sometimes you have to type and copy so that you will not have to type again. You just edit it. Abubakari, you made a mistake by typing your hi here. Now, if it is categorical, and use small letters throughout, okay? Categorical. If it is categorical and it is nominal, just type categorical and nominal, just like I've done. Categorical, nominal. Small letters with a hyphen. If it is categorical and ordinal, type it categorical and if you go and type ordinary, it's wrong. It's ordinal. So don't type ordinary. And this has to be private. That's the second rule. Rule number 3. You have 60 seconds to answer each of the 6 questions. After each question is given, I'll show you the question on your screen. The question will be on the screen for 60 seconds. And then you have to private the answer to me within that 60 seconds. Now, this is the most important part. If you delay and the 60
Hello,
seconds,
sir.
What?
Hello, sir.
Go ahead.
Sorry, sir, for the distraction, please. Please, I want to find out the procedure, how you can I can send it to you direct, sir. Sorry.
I think your colleagues can teach you that. The colleagues who have done that have a better way of teaching.
Okay.
Can somebody teach the gentleman? Those of you who are good at it, can somebody teach the gentleman? He's lost.
Hello, Abubakar.
Yeah, hello.
So for me, I just
hello.
click on his name and then it sends me to the private message. So you can try clicking on his name.
Okay.
All right. So when the 60 seconds is over, I'll type the word here, stop. I'll type stop like this. And when I type stop, and it will synchronize with your private message with me, by the way. When I type stop, anything else you supply me will not be allowed. When I type stop, and you even got the answer correct, but you type categorical and nominal, and then it was right, it will still be wrong because you answered it after the stop word for that question. So the whole thing, and I'll tell you, when it is 50 seconds more to go, I'll tell you, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You see me say that all the time to help you to know that. Now, at what point, if you're not sure of your answer, at what point should you be ready to send the answer? The moment you hear 20 seconds, you should be ready to send your answer. Because the more you think about it, the more you're not going to get it. The questions are designed to build your IQ level, but also to teach you of the data types. Ladies and gentlemen, may the good God be with you. Any question before we start? I'm setting the alarm clock. Any question? Felicity.
Sir, please, should we answer all questions before sending or we send at a time?
You will answer, I will show you the question, just as I was showing you this. So when I show a question like this, an opinion, blah, 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 I'll say start, and you have 60 seconds. Once within that 60 seconds, send me the answer privately. Okay. Then I say stop. I'll show you the answer. You mark it. We will mark it. The system will mark it. You know your answer. You are done. We go to the next question until we finish all. So you don't need to finish. The moment, see, as long as it's within the 60 seconds, the moment I show you the question and you know the answer, no, if you know the answer, write it, send it privately to me. But you can't send two answers. You can't send categorical ordinal. They say, hey, sorry, it's rather categorical nominal. Let me change it. No, you can't. Within that, send one answer and one answer alone. Felicity, does that answer your question?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Next question, please. Okay, let's start. Benjamin? Yes, the day.
Sorry, sir. So, sir, it means that with our names, you'll be okay to find our index numbers and all that.
Yes,
because
just have your name. Don't go and call your name iPhone or anything. Just have your name, your full name.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, let's begin. I'll read a question before I'll start the clock. All right, so the Wall Street Journal normally asks people some questions, which is 46 questions. I've just picked one of those 46 questions, and I'm coming to ask you. Your job is simple. Tell me whether the statement you're about to see, whether they are categorical and numerical, and tell me the scale of measurement. That is whether it's nominal, ordinal, interval, or ratio. You have 60 seconds to give me an answer to each one I'll show you on the screen. After 60 seconds, I'll start and type stop, and that ends that question. Let's start with the first one, if you're ready. Question number 1. What is your age? 60 seconds. What is your age? 60 seconds. 50 seconds to go. 50. 50. 30 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. 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 Very good. Very good. So that question has come to an end. So somebody like Sewen Mensah has done it wrongly by sending it on the page. Someone like Charles Achampon has done it wrongly by sending it on the page, and he actually even sent it after the stop has been given. Okay. Very good. So who can give me the answer to this question? Who can raise their hand and tell us the answer to this question? So this is the easiest. Jacob.
Numerical and ratio.
Perfect answer. It's numerical and it is ratio. So if you got it right, you know. If you got it wrong, you know. Now let me tell you situations you would have gotten it wrong. For example, if you wrote what this guy has written, Charles Achampon has written in the page, NAM ration, that is wrong. NAM ration. Even though he meant to say numerical ratio, is still wrong. Slightest typo, he's dead. He's gone. John. Okay. Now, let's go to question number 2. Once again, may the good God be with you. Next question, number 2. And you have 60 seconds for that. Are you male or female? 60 seconds. Be careful here. Are you male or female? 60 seconds. 50 seconds to go. 50. 40. 30. 20. Ebenezer, you put a 10 on the page, that's wrong. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop! Stop, 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 stop. Wow! I'm seeing some strange answers, eh? Very, very interesting answers I'm getting from people. Very good. So who can tell us the answer to this question? This was also a very easy question, but who can tell us the answer? Victor.
It's categorical and nominal.
It is categorical and it is nominal. There's no question about that. This is the answer you were looking for. This was the answer you were looking for. If you got it correct by now, you know. If you got it wrong by now, you know. Now, at this stage, so far, some of you have gotten 2/2. I know. And a lot of you have gotten 2/2. But when we get to the third one, and you have 3/3, I'll ask you a question. Okay. So we are going to go to the next one. Okay. So let me know at the next one. Yes, yes. Okay, let's begin. Question number 3. Drink water. Drink water if you haven't drank water. Because the next level of question is going to increase your brain power. It's going to make you think. And so the first answer that comes into your head is not usually the right answer. So please think double before you write your answer down. Once again, may the good God be with you. Question 3. When did you first start reading Daily Graphic? High school, college, early career, mid-career, late career, or retirement? When did you first start reading Daily Graphic? 60 seconds. Somebody is sitting down there, somebody say, I didn't even say Hebrew, you know. But somebody is cracking it. Because some of you are so good, and what I'm seeing already, some of you, like there's a guy, he always gives me the answer in 10 seconds. You have 25, you have 30 seconds to go. $20 seconds. Pound for the answer is wrong. It's consistently and always wrong. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Stop, 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 stop. That is done. Stop. Very good. Very good. So this was another tricky one, right? Another tricky one. So let's see those who have cracked it. What is the answer to this question, Dede?
Categorical ordinal.
Categorical ordinal is the right answer. Very good. Ordinal, ordinal, ordinal. Okay. Nobody should tell you that this is not ordinal. This is a clear ordinal. In fact, the names were mentioned in such a way that it becomes easier to identify. Now, let me see those who have gotten 3/3 so far. If you have gotten 3/3, just shout 3. Just shout 3. That's it.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
3.
2.5.
2.5.
because it can go down. So be proud of it now. Be proud of it. Shout it. Shout it. Shout it. Because we've got 3 more to go, and the number can slow down. Let's go to question number 4. Now, the next question is very, very, very close to all of them. In fact, the answer could be numerical, and therefore ratio, interval, nominal, or it can be all of them. Just be careful with the first word, and then there's middle and the last word. Very, 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 very tasty. Let's go to the question number 4. How long have you been in your job or position? 60 seconds. Let's go. 60 seconds. $40 seconds. 30 seconds. Jefta, I love your answers you're providing. 15 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Stop. Once I ignite that stop button, everything else that comes is not useful again. Now, this was not that easy, but I know a lot of people also got it correct. Who can tell me the answer to this one? Who can tell us the answer? Daniel.
Numerical ratio.
Numerical ratio is the right answer. Very good. Numerical and ratio. Numerical and ratio. That was a very sweet spot. Let me see those who have 4 over 4 already. Just say 4.
Yeah. 4.
4. You're still in the game.
4.
Yes, sir. We are.
If you ever made a typo mistake, don't count it because it's not going to be helpful. Okay. Because once it's verified, you see that it's not going to be helpful. Okay. So, but if you're still in the game, and I know a lot of people are in the game. In fact, the last time I realized that quite a number of people, because by the time we finished, we had 6. So that shows that a lot of people dropped along the way. Okay. The first one, we had almost 80 people getting that one correct. But by the time we finished, we had only 6 people. So far, you are winning. You are in the game. 4 over 4. Now, the others, you are doing well. You're still having 2 over 4, 3 over 4, 1 over 4, 0 over 4. You're also doing your best. All right, let's go to the next one. This one will shake a lot of the panel out. Those who are winning so well, this is the one that can separate the kings and the queens from the princes and the princesses. This is the one. So open your eyes and open your mind. You got 60 seconds to give the answer. Be careful here. What type of car do you want to next buy? What type of car do you want to next buy? 9 responses included BMW, Benz, Toyota, Hyundai, Ford. What type of car do you want to next buy? You got 60 seconds to provide the answer. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. If you are cheating, stop. No one way of cheating is sending the thing to somebody or other means. Don't cheat. You've got 30 seconds. I can see that there are some of you, the moment I say 30 seconds, that's when they throw the answer because they don't want to make a typo. You got 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. 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 It's done. It's done. Stop. Stop. Who can give us the answer to this? This is tricky. Emmanuel.
Emanuela, categorical, nominal.
Categorical and nominal is the right answer. Okay, categorical and nominal. No one should say this is ordinal because the 9 responses were not completed. Who told you, by the way, that BMW is better than Benz? You don't know the model we are talking about. So this is pure nominal. Pure nominal. Pure nominal. That was question number 5. That is the last but one. If you have 5 over 5, say 5. Say 5.
5.
5.
I think it's 5.
The number is going down. I can see it. The number is dropping. It's dropping. The vim has vimmed. The vim has vimmed. If you are not sure of this, ask. If you are not sure of why it is nominal, you can ask. But other than that, we are going to go to the last of all. Yes, Fatima.
Hey, you said with a nominal, you cannot be ranked. And looking at the type of cars you have there, you can rank them.
How can you
BMW, Benz, Toyota.
How can you rank?
Yeah, even the pricing, some of them will be higher than the other in terms of even price.
But did I tell you that you can use price? Did I tell you? Did I give you any price?
No, I'm looking at the type of brands you have arranged.
Yeah, but did I give you the price? I also said etc.
No, you did not.
I also said
you did not.
So that those etc. Why didn't you ask me to give you the etc.? Because they were supposed to be 9.
Okay.
Rank them.
Thank you.
All right. Any other question? Let's go to the last one, ladies. This last one is the borrow of all. It is the most confusing of all. In fact, I can tell you for a fact that the last one is nominal, it is ordinal, it is interval, it is ratio. Be careful. Be careful. I'm telling you. I know exactly what I'm saying. Be careful. Let's go. You got 60 seconds. What grade did you get in research methods? Is it A, F, D, B plus, or B? 60 seconds. Be careful. $40 seconds. $30 seconds. $20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Stop. Very good. We're done. Who can give us the answer to this? Who can give us the answer? Emanuela.
It's categorical and ordinal.
Categorical and ordinal. That's the right answer. That is the right answer. Hallelujah. We've got some creme de la creme, the alphas and the omegas. The lugubriously loquacious people here. The intercontinental ballistic Kosovoic atomic Ukrainian bomb-minded people who have scored 6 over. If you got 6 over 6, don't say anything. Just raise your hand. Raise the icon hand. If you got 6 over 6, raise your hand. 6 over 6. Raise your hand. 6 over 6. Raise your hand. And you know you made no typo. Okay, you made no typo. 6 over 6. Raise your hand and let's see. Hey, You're many like that. Like some of you are not even talking. There you are getting 6/6. Chai! I am verified. If you know you made a typo, if you brought any capital letter, drop your hand. Drop your hand and keep your hand up if you know you got 6/6. I'm going to verify. If you got a capital letter or anything, you didn't bring a dash, it's all going to be dropped. So you are not 6. I just wanted to know. Okay? Because I'm going to pick and verify. And when I pick and verify and I realize that you lied, you get -6. So just be sure before you keep the hand up. Okay, be sure. I'm going to pick on you and keep your hand up because I'm also going to, take a screenshot to verify. If you are not sure, Masa, drop your hands so that I know that you are not sure. I beg. Okay. So far, I have 14 people now. Why is somebody going up and down like that? The person is not sure. 15 people. Why are some still being added? I've told you, if you have typo, don't add your hand. If you brought numerical and the N, you made it capital, that's wrong. I was very specific instruction. So check what you have sent. Okay. I'm going to pick up some of you. I don't want to give anybody 0 because I'll give you 0 and then I also give you -6. All right. So let me start with Isaac Ofori. Oh, Isaac has dropped. Stay there, guys. Stay there. Don't lower your hand again. Well, some of you are lowering your hand. I don't like it. So let's go to Isaac Ofori. Isaac, I've verified everything is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isaac Ofori, why did you provide? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. All right, Isaac Ofori, you are perfectly done. Now let's go to the next one. Ni Ejelaya. Ni Ejelaya. Okay, Ni Ejelaya. Your answers, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect answer, Ni Ejelaya. No question. Okay. Now let's go to the third one. Ebenezer Achiman. Let me check your answers. Ebenezer, drop your hand. -2, -6 for you. The first one, you typed it wrongly. I was very specific. And now you made a mistake. Okay. Ebenezer, drop your hands. I'll note you down. I told you to double check before you. Okay. Let's go to Chris. Please, those that have already checked your thing, keep your hand up. Christopher Morgan. Let me go to Christopher Morgan. Christopher, Kati, Nume, Kati, Nomi. Okay. Blah, blah. Perfect answer. Excellent. You know what you're talking about, Christopher Morgan. Super. Love that. Victor. Let's go to Victor. Victor, Kati, Odi, Nume, Kati, Nomi, Kati. Kati. Excellent. Victor, perfect. You are not lying. There's no line at all. Let's go to the next person. Jefta. Jefta. Let me see. Nume, Kati, Nume, Kati, Nume. Jefta. Very good answer, Jefta. Okay. Redeemer. Hey, why are you guys dropping your names all of a sudden? I said keep your hand up. Even if I mark yours, I mention your name. Still keep it up. Okay. Redeemer. 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 Okay, very good, Redeemer. You did a good job. Okay. Now, let me go to, let me take this. Hold on. I want to make a certain statement. Okay. So guys, I want somebody to say hello on your WhatsApp group page for me. I want to just prove something. Say hello on your WhatsApp group page. Somebody should say hello on your WhatsApp group page for me. Hello, hello, hello. Very good. So I'm putting a picture of your top 8 superstars. Okay. A picture of your top 8 superstars. Okay. These are the people you should befriend. Okay. These are the people you should befriend. These are the people you should know their names. These are the people you should associate yourself with throughout. Okay. Drop some people from your life. Okay. As far as these courses are concerned, and associate with these people when it comes to this course, because these are the creme de la creme, the alphas and the omegas, the burubus and the bububas. These are the ones that you should get to know. But they are the ones who have cracked the entire caboodle of everything that we have been doing today. They have cracked it. Very smart. So now I have some things for you here. Look through the exercises I have here for your own enjoyment. Go through it. I have a couple of examples. Classify the following into numerical and categorical. Okay. I have a lot of them here that you can check and then familiar. You can lower your hands, everybody, lower your hands. Okay. That you can see. And then you have a lot of practice questions for you to watch and look at. I have given you the Burkutu data set. Okay, if you can remember, I've given you a Burkutu data set. Next week, we are going to start it properly. We're going to start it properly. So if you have a challenge with installing the R and the R Studio, let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, by the way, those of you can show your face now. If you can show your face, show your face. To conclude, let me pause.